If you have ever bought an expensive pair of wireless earbuds only to watch Apple completely rewrite the rulebook 6 months later, you know the exact feeling of panic setting in right now. Because right behind the scenes in Cupertino, something massive is happening. Apple is not just working on an upgrade, they are working on a complete paradigm shift. And if the latest internal leaks and code discoveries are anything to go by, what is coming down the pipeline is going to make every single pair of headphones currently sitting in your pocket look like ancient technology. We need to talk about the next generation of Apple's flagship audio lineup, heavily rumored as the AirPods Pro 4, and why the tech world is buzzing about a release window that is arriving much sooner than anyone anticipated. Let us address the elephant in the room immediately. For months, supply chain whispers and analyst reports have danced around codenames like B790 and B798, leaving people wondering when, how, and if Apple is going to launch their next flagship audio masterpiece. But recent code uncovered deep inside software betas has blown the lid off the secrecy. Apple has been aggressively testing next-generation hardware references labeled directly under the AirPods Pro umbrella, pointing straight toward a potential late 2026 debut. This is not just a routine spec bump with a slightly better battery or a minor tweak to active noise cancellation. Apple is preparing to completely redefine what a wearable audio device is actually capable of doing. To understand why this specific release has everyone in the tech community on high alert, you have to look at what Apple's engineering teams are trying to pull off. For years, the evolution of wireless earbuds has hit a bit of a plateau. Better sound profiles, slightly quieter ANC, longer battery endurance, those are all expected. But Apple's true ambition lies in a completely different direction, giving your ears eyes. Think about that for a second. Multiple deep dive reports from industry insiders have confirmed that Apple has been actively developing camera-equipped AirPods. Now, before you picture someone walking around looking like a secret agent recording covert videos of strangers, let us clear up what these sensors are actually meant for. These are not high-resolution cameras built for shooting cinematic footage or snapping selfies. Instead, they are sophisticated infrared and low-resolution visual sensors designed to feed live spatial data directly into Siri and Apple's visual intelligence framework. Imagine walking down a busy street in New York or Los Angeles, looking up at a historic landmark, a restaurant, or a transit sign, and simply asking your earbuds what you are looking at. No pulling out your iPhone, no opening a camera app, no typing search queries into a browser. Your AirPods process the visual environment in real time, contextually understand your surroundings, and whisper the answer directly into your ear. Need to know if a local shop is still open as you walk past it? Your earbuds see the storefront, cross-reference it with live data, and give you an instant update. This turns your daily commute, your travel experiences, and your interaction with the physical world into an entirely hands-free, AI-driven ecosystem. And the software infrastructure to support this is already moving at breakneck speed. Internal operating system files have already begun referencing deep integration between these upcoming audio wearables and advanced spatial awareness tools. This means Apple is not just throwing hardware together to see what sticks, they are building a unified ecosystem where your ears become the ultimate sensory extension of your digital assistant. Of course, a feature this futuristic immediately brings up the heaviest conversation in modern tech: privacy. The moment you mention cameras built into a wearable device that sits directly on your head, red flags go up everywhere. How does Apple plan to handle the obvious social and privacy anxieties of people around you? According to recent supply chain insights, Apple has heavily tested physical safeguards, including small LED indicator lights designed to activate and flash whenever the visual sensors are actively processing data. This ensures transparency so that anyone in your immediate vicinity knows when the technology is in use. It is a delicate tightrope walk between groundbreaking utility and absolute user trust, and Apple knows they have to get it completely right. Beyond the jaw-dropping prospect of visual intelligence, the engineering upgrades targeting this upcoming release cycle are massive. We are looking at next-generation active noise cancellation that will heavily outperform current market standards, deeper biometric integration, and advanced gesture recognition. Imagine being able to accept or reject calls, skip tracks, or interact with notifications using subtle head movements or touch-capacitive stem controls that register microgestures. It is all part of a multi-year hardware roadmap designed to keep Apple miles ahead of competitors like Sony, Bose, and Samsung. Now, this brings us to the hardest question you are facing right now. Should you upgrade your current audio setup today, or should you hold out for what is coming? If your current earbuds are completely broken, your battery barely holds a charge, or you desperately need noise cancellation for an upcoming flight tomorrow, waiting around makes zero sense. You buy what you need when you need it. But if your current gear is still functioning well, and you want to experience the absolute bleeding edge of what wearable AI and contextual computing can do, holding your ground through this year is arguably the smartest move you can make. The tech landscape is shifting from devices that we simply control with our hands to devices that actively understand our environment. Apple is positioning their premier audio line to be the spearhead of that transition. When these new earbuds finally drop, they are not just going to be another accessory to toss into your shopping cart, they are going to represent a fundamental shift in how we interact with artificial intelligence on a daily basis.